que jugamos, si no me equivoco, fue una batalla contra el señor que ahí están viendo, que es Mads Mikkelsen. Su personaje es Cliff. Él constantemente parece buscar el BB que tenemos nosotros. O sea, el que Sam lleva así. El que va así. Bueno. Él busca el BB. BB estuvo en recuperación porque se estaba desincronizando, porque estaba tomando mucho riesgo en nosotros. Supuestamente lograron volverlo a hacer un BB normal, o sea, un Bridge Baby normal. Sin embargo, se le apegó a nosotros. En parte vemos que lo sigue manteniendo, así que veremos qué resulta. Bueno, descubrimos que al bebé le decimos Lu. Lu supuestamente era el nombre que le íbamos a poner a nuestro bebé, o sea, el de Sam. Si hubiera... ¿Qué hace Sam? Si hubiera nacido, pero la esposa de Sam murió. Así que en eso estamos. Vamos a ver qué nos queda hacer por ahora. Si tenemos alguna misión o algo. No tenemos ninguna orden, así que vamos a tener que salir. Vamos a esquipear todas las animaciones ahora. Bueno, sigamos. La verdad que hay gente que con ese modo foto logra un montón de cosas. No es mi caso. Vamos a tener otro recuerdito de Lu. El de batería bajo. Genial.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the qubit to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely.
Okay.
But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Tenemos que ir al laboratorio de Hartman.
Sam,
¿Qué es él?
I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding.
Una tercera persona, bienvenido.
I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
No tenemos que llevar un par de cosas a lo de Hartman.
Thank you for your contribution. Beginning scan.
Vamos a buscar lo que está perdido. Y después vamos a hacer la misión de historia. Esta técnicamente también es una misión de historia para aquellos que no sepan. Vamos a tener que ir hacia arriba. O portarse. que no llegamos arriba de todo, ¿no?
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Eso.
Weapons detected. Decontamination shooting. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Ah, mira, ok.
Hey, Sam. Welcome back. Tough journey as always. Wow, I mean, honestly, you'd be hard-pressed. We're going to get... Thank you.
Perfecto, es una ayudita, listo.
Good work. New.
Ah, Lochner. La hermana de mamá.
All right, Sam. Take care of her.
Obvio que
And
la voy a
don't
cuidar.
worry, she won't go necro. Malignant special.
Mamá se llama Malignant.
Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Ahora les explico por qué Ja a los que recién entran. Buenas. Ja es la parte física, K es la parte espiritual de cada uno. Lochner está conectada por su K a Malignant porque fueron hermanas que nacieron, no sé si siamesas, pero con ciertos defectos juntas. Y cuando el Ja de mamá murió, su K se unió al de Lochner. Por eso hay veces que a través del Ja de Lochner habla tanto el K de mamá como el K de Lochner. Raro, lo sé, pero el juego es raro ya de por sí. Bueno, hay varias ziplines hasta el laboratorio de Hartman, así que podemos zafar en este caso. Eso es pesado.
Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Tonight, we're washing up the blood.
Ah, ahí, no es lejos. Un tema del horror. Me encanta este tema.
Stands a shadow of a man shaped just like me.
Al lado de un lago está Hartman, mira vos.
My curiosity keeps me.
Qué lindo un lago rodeado de nieve.
Stand here on my own. Nothing left to lose.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
And with the rain I don't accept, wash away my sins.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Register. Awaiting Cupid connection.
bien, no suena conectado. Un pad térmico. El lago donde está Hartman tiene forma de corazón. Hart es corazón. Ah, pero qué bien.
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
Ok. Bueno. ¿Tiempo de esta resucitación? Ok. Es una maqueta de un BT. Pareciera. Escucha la música fúnebre. Ah, es todo suavecito. Ballenas que aparecen ahí. Mirá todo. Hartman, hija y esposa. Asumo yo, ¿no? Está muerto un paro.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Un electrochoque. Episodio 8.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes.
Cada 21 minutos se
I
detiene
spend
su
3
corazón.
minutes on the beach, and then return.
Está 3 minutos en la playa y después vuelve.
60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day.
60
60 opportunities to
muertes,
search the beach
60
for my departed family.
resurrecciones por día y
This
está
is how
buscando
I
a su
live.
familia en la playa, por lo
This
cual
is my life.
su familia se
So,
murió.
while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549.
218.549 visitas a la playa. Ja. La playa es el mundo de los muertos para aquellos que no están al tanto.
I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an
Ah, ok.
especially
Su
unusual
corazón.
case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart?
Como saben,
you
los
really should.
corazones no son así.
It doesn't run in the family.
Pero él
You
tiene
know,
una
I never came to terms with their loss.
enfermedad que hace que su corazón tenga
In the
una
days
forma
that followed,
extraña.
I became
Que,
obsessed with an
que le da
idea.
esa forma de corazón.
The beach is real,
Por eso le
and
agarran.
they are on it.
Por eso le agarran
I would
palos.
induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after
Y
day.
él continuamente se causa
So you
los
can say
palos
goodbye.
Quite
para
the
buscar a la
opposite.
familia.
It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed.
No, la deformación
And
es por
after a
eso que la
while,
hace.
they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman.
Y le dicen Hartman por la forma del corazón.
I'm glad we could have this conversation. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man?
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
5 minutos
I
para.
apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
Sí, pasando, no hay problema.
Cardiac arrest.
Vas a ser filmado,
The
segundo.
battlefields.
Está pasando.
The endless wars you found
Pasa.
yourself
¿Qué haces?
trapped in.
Pasá, dale.
Why
Pasa,
do
tranquila.
World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell?
Mi mujer, señores y señores.
Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned.
Ok, sería como un purgatorio en realidad, la playa en el mundo de los muertos.
Clifford Unger.
Clifford.
His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling his strings? Pulling all their strings? Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ay. Esqueleto de una ballena. ¿Qué clase de whisky tiene? No se ve. Ah, ¿qué es un muñequito? No se ve. Son un montón de pinturas, todo sobre el Death Stranding. Ah, criptoveros. Un Android de Ludens. Me encantan los Androids. Tengo uno de Snake. Vamos a seguir espiando a Harmon hasta que reviva. No se puede. Ah, no puedo volver a hacer zoom. Ahí está. Cuatro visitas.
No.
Gracias, gente.
Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot.
Huh.
Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films.
El tipo dice que
I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window.
20 minutes of love.
All from before the Death Stranding, of course.
Son Steelbooks encima.
But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
No le gusta que lo toquen. Like.
As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void out. The city and the hospital were spared the worst. But the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach.
5 visitas. Qué bien. Llevamos 1 hora de stream, gente.
The people who died in the 2 void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me!
Lo estaban reviviendo.
Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go!
Ok.
The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while. And when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Simon? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prep-room station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's tried to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Armory. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the death.
El paro. Por eso tiene el piso colchado.
Don't worry about it, Sam. The air vent door absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Bien Sam ahí. Le hizo un remix y le sacaron. Le sacaron likes. Pero a Harman le gustó.
Sam, you heard it. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
Oh, mis cosas. Ah. Aquí tenemos la terminal.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter is something for the biologist, so I recommend you save him for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
Okay.
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Mira vos. Ok. De estos tenemos dos. De estos tenemos dos. De estos tenemos dos. Estamos bien. Vamos a hacer ambas.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Paca, iba a aparecer Harman.
The structure the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, It is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon
Una
as
playa de
possible.
fósiles.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb.
¿Cómo?
A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully, I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives. But in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
Ok. Si me caigo, me cago muriendo. Voy a estar llevando una bomba antimateria.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Ahí estamos. Espectacular. No. Bueno, sí, vamos a ir así. Hay que administrar el PC. Tenemos 145 kilos. Voy a tener que fabricar una cosa más. Muy bien. Tenemos que salir de acá. Ir hacia acá. Tenemos una zipline. Acá no hay nada. Podemos tomar la zipline de ahí o armar una nueva, la verdad. Veremos.
Sam,
Nah, llego.
so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died.
Agarrar unos
Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his doomsability seems to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
la vejiga. Oh, Herman.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange.
¿Estás recibiendo una llamada?
Considering the many times you've come face to face with a real McCoy.
Ah, me cae todo. Sí, ese tipo ahí. Una foto. Después se lo responde.
Delivering cargo.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time.
But then I've done nothing but worry. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end of the... I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of Carol can... It's just lucky we caught it before the... Dying's not an option. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work.
¿Te recomaní?
I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do. Thank you.
Bueno.
Oh,
7.
yes.
Muy bien.
If you do the honors.
Vamos a hacer la conexión a la cara del network. Vamos a saltearlo. Gente, no quieren ver esto ahora. Perfecto. Taca, 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 taca. Eligió luego una clave minar con level 2. Qué bien.
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA. With access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient Death Stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event.
Okay.
And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Thank you for your contribution.
Red light, suit you, or sit and burn a light. Would rather burn than fire, but I ain't gonna be too long, too long. No, I ain't gonna be too long.
Llegamos, señoras y señores.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons.
Vamos a hacer la otra receta. Con mi mujer ya cenamos una deliciosa pizza que preparó ella. Ella ahora está viendo una película.
Much
Y
appreciated,
ya está
friend.
viendo antes, ¿no? Así que
Thanks
cuando
to you, we
termine
can
ella,
finally move ahead with the dig.
ella me pasa a hacer otra cosa.
I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Not that I need to tell. You did it after all. Though I can't for the life of me imagine how. You can set up the chiral network while I work.
Vamos a salteamos la conexión. Máscara de oxígeno. Schematic level 2. What?
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask. A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive. That's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Calling me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does the dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epical discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon.
Sí, pero después te ganaron
we
32
cannot
y
risk
110.
that ammonite being lost.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
La guardamos para que no se arruine. Ahí dejó el vehículo ese. Trabado. What the fuck? Casi me caigo en mierda. Ok, tengo que bajar el... ¿Es en serio? Vamos a desmantelarlo.
Debo irme. Mi planeta me necesita.
Listo. Bueno, ahí están los gases tóxicos. No. Ese no, ¿dónde está? Ahí está. Máscara de oxígeno. Por esto uno trae estas cosas. Soltamos. A la espalda. Si hay una re tormenta, la verdad que hay unos rayos por la ventana. Vamos a dejar una marca acá.
Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Pero si gasto un montón de feliz.
You found it. Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily even.
No, mientras tanto, más gente sigue usando las cosas que dejé.
And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter, and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Okay.
Good work. New.
Para ir allá. Recuperar cosas en área BT es una mierda. Por múltiples razones. Pero muchas veces la más importante es porque odio los BTs. Tranquilo. Verga. nervioso. Odio los BTs. Es una especie de BT gigante. ¿Y ahora dónde? Cago en todo. Toma. Odio a los BTs. Me dejan tranquilo. Este juego le encanta como eso. ¿Dónde está el oso? Ah, me falta esa. ¿En serio? Morite. ¿Y ahora qué? Mierda. Me están poniendo putamente nervioso. Es un gigante. Tranquilo. tranquilo. Hazme el favor y agarra esto. Ahora vámonos a la mierda. Allá. Alicia hermosa. Pasa tranquila. No existo. Cállate, viví, cállate. Por el amor de Dios. Me estás poniendo más nervioso, viví. Acá. Gracias, Vivi, gracias.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tower inside is safe and secure. You do not
Va a ser hora de cortar.
Connect me to the chiral network. But
vamos a esquipear esto. Muy bien. Grenade launcher. Oh, los bomberos.
thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those
Disculpen
that
el ruido de los
do
bomberos,
so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called.
Extinction factors.
These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar. evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you.
Hartman.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord, I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the Cairo relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here.
Good work. New order available.
Espectacular.
Mucho tiempo más tarde.
Volvimos a lo de Hartman y tenemos que hacer unas cosas con él. Vamos a dar unos likes a este icono que dejaron por acá. A mí me encanta esto, ¿eh? Ahora van a ver. Si pudiera hacer zoom. Esto se hunde a medida que le caminamos encima. Porque se acolchonado. Pero vamos a seguir con la historia. Donde la dejamos.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it.
Las medias que estoy usando porque se puso fresquito en el día de hoy, así que...
I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us.
Voy a pausar porque pareciera que el stream se cayó.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Desaparezcamos, vamos a seguir donde nos quedamos.
We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it. So I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find corallium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands. And it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
Bienvenido a quien sea que
It's
sea
far
sonido.
too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the president is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures.
Me encantan los likes de Hardman.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care.
Okay.
You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Harmony. We're counting on you, Sam.
Perfecto. Repair chiral relay. En la loma del culo está. Tengo que agarrar, ¿cuántos? 150 kilos. Chabón. Listo.
Thank you for your contribution.
Estamos entrando a territorio enemigo. Otra vez ese tildo. Por cualquier otro lado más estoy yendo yo, así que eso viene bien. Porque me detectaron en otro lado y me van a ir a buscar por allá. ¿Ves esos flashazos amarillos que hay en el borde de la pantalla? Son los chabones buscándome. Sí, están re lejos. Lo que necesito hacer es... Ah, me vio uno que está acá. Me concha la lora. Uno se quedó.
¡Ah, el tobillo!
No, 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 no te caigas. ¿Por qué le disparas a mi carga aquí?
Mirando con de
No tengo
todo.
armas. Oh, en serio, me traes carga.
Ahí lo tenés al pelotudo.
Me dejan de lastimar la carga. Giles. Chao. ¿Cómo va la carga? Hablando de eso. Ah, le hicieron un 2% de daño a esta. 1% de daño a esta y 1% de daño a esta. Ya no deberían venir más. No, no, no te caigas. Toma agua. Va, en realidad toma Monster. Monster. En la grabación va a quedar como que estoy hablando con los fantasmas.
Hola Juan Carlos, ¿cómo estás, chupapija?
Pero por lo menos, viste, ahora estoy tratando de... ¿Vos estás viendo, Fali? ¿Se escucha la musiquita, todo? Eso está in game. Yo no la agregué.
Sam, you need to get those materials processed in order to finish the Cairo relay.
Ya que Sam toma Monster.
Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
Lo que sí voy a hacer, muchachos, es mutearlos a ustedes, acá en Discord. Listo. ahora sí. No estoy hablando con nadie.
And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edgenut City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt. The only way west is through that. To make matters worse, I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything that will get you across. There must be a way. We can't give up, not with what's at stake. We'll see if we can't think of something here. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
Tengo que ir para allá. Voy a tener que dejar que me haga rendir, me parece. Me parece que tengo que causar... ¿Qué acá? quedando sin batería. Increíble. Como verán, estoy usando los BTs para usar a Capital Non City. Sí, ya sé que el estrés de Lugo está creciendo. ¡No! ¡Grátate, Sam! Estás encerrado dentro de los edificios. Salí de acá. Por favor. Subite, mierda. Ok. Me falta un montón. Tenemos tiempo de Death Stranding cada rato, pero no, debe terminar. Ok. Interesante. estoy en paños menores.
London bridges falling down, falling down, falling down. London bridges falling down, my fair lady.
Eso es lo más cómodo de la vida, caminar con tacos en la playa. Recuerden, en el juego creo que en la historia me habré muerto 1 o 2 veces como mucho. Jugando, ¿no? A lo largo de todo el juego. I'm alive, motherfuckers. Perdimos al único visitante que tenía. ¿Cómo está Higgs?
Keep your voice down. You don't want to scare the poor girl away, do you? She's in there. I can smell her. Of course, I wouldn't know for sure if it wasn't for you and your wonderful network. Bless your heart. Thank you kindly. Oh, Sam Bridges. Careful. Contents are fragile. Like the world and everything in it. Me, I'm no exception. I'm not the only one wearing masks either. There's your boss man, and that woman, and oh, let's not forget little you. Okay, it's okay. I know it ain't easy wearing a mask all the time. Now the mask can come off, right? Hey. You remember this? Nope. Poor, sweet Amelie. She's holed up in the beach nearby. Tell you what say we make it a race? Whoever wins gets to usher in the end of days. Nothing like the eve of extinction. Bring focus to the mind. Makes folks honest. There'll be no need for masks soon. But I wonder, when you look death in her eye, will you blink?
Episodio 9 de Higgs. Estamos llegando al final, muchachos.
Still with me, Sam? Even now, our way forward, our way to save Emily, is the same as always. Your first priority is to get the local distro center on the network. Until it's complete and everybody's connected, Higgs won't find it easy to get to Amelie. She should be safe. So take your time and do it right.
Esto es lo que nos queda. Vamos a la zona final del mapa. El juego.
What's the hold up, Sam? Connect your Cupid to the terminal and bring the site online.
Sí, ahí va, mierda. Remote detonation grenade launcher. Okay.
Good work, Sam. You've made it as far as Bridges 1 ever did. We never pushed further west. Frankly, it's a miracle we kept that distro center running. Anyway, you're almost at Edgenot City. Your final destination, where Amelie should be waiting. Smile, Sam. Only one more knot to go. One last time to put that Cupid to use. Though you'll need another component to finish the job. Regardless, the nationwide network will serve as your ticket home. Just bear in mind that by bringing Edgenot online, you'll likely be revealing Amelie's location to Higgs. You'll need to get to her before he does. Head to your private room and get your gear sorted. When you're ready to go, we'll give you what you need. Make sure not to leave the distro center without taking the order.
Ok, entiendo. Vamos a ver cómo está la transmisión. ¿Está estable? Sí. Ahora se registró el otro follower. Ahora sí.
Sam? Are you there?
Amelie.
Ahora voy a hacer que salga.
Can you hear me? Sam!
Over here, Amelie.
The network's nearly complete. Just one more knot to go. And then America will be whole again. Did I ever tell you my real name? I wanted to. It's Amerigo. After Amerigo Vespucci, the man who discovered the continent.
I thought it was Columbus.
Except Amerigo was full of it. He lied. America is a lie.
What the fuck?
Amelie.
I'm on the beach, Sam. Our beach. The one where I was born. Higgs will never find me here. He can't. So don't worry. Get the last Cupid to Edgenot City and finish what we started. I'll meet you in your room at the distro center when it's all over. There's something you need to know, Sam. I've kept things from you. Worn a mask for the longest time. Everything Higgs said about me is true. I could end it all. Us, mankind. Extinction. That's what I am.
How does that even mean?
But it's not what I want to be. All I want is for you and me and everyone in this world to be whole. Sam. Let me end it all. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Amelie? Amelie!
Así que la verdad que vamos a continuar con la historia. Y posiblemente en lo que queda de stream, lo que yo termine streameando, o sea, los streams que haga, veremos de qué los hago. Con Vivi. Bueno, seguramente termine haciendo stream de otro juego que tenga pendiente, o quizá continúe un stream viejo. En este caso sería, por ejemplo, Deal Within, que tengo el primero pendiente que nunca lo terminé.
Still with me, Sam? Check the terminal and pick up that order before you leave. You can't finish the job if you don't. This is it, Sam.
Llegamos al final.
Edgeton City, the last piece of the puzzle. You'll need more than just a qubit to link this one up, though. You'll also be required to supply a network activation key, anticipating terrorist interference. We held on to it for safekeeping. It's been sitting in that distro center gathering dust until now. Collect it at the terminal and take it to Edgeton City. Luckily for us, the automated systems at the distro center there still seem to be operational. So once the key is entered, it should automatically interface with the backbone network. A word of caution, Sam. The activation key has a unique identifier. If anything happens to it, you can't just print a new one. It's one of a kind, irreplaceable. And for the love of all that's holy, don't lose it. And don't go breaking it either. You hear me, Sam? If ever there was a delivery not to fuck up, it's this one.
Okay,
we're all counting on you.
No, cagues, está entre... Ya tengo todo el equipamiento que necesito. Esto es un fucking BB. Es un fucking BB pod.
Thank you for your contribution. Keep on keeping on. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Over here!
No, orbitísimo, por lo que veo. Tengo que cruzar hasta acá. Ah, le agarro la chiripierca. What? Ah, son esos cerebritos. El grenade launcher que me Están en Gematic, ¿no? Sí. Oh. Salta, boludo. No. Bolitos de mierda. ¿Cuánto daño tiene? Ah, la mierda. Acá, ¿no? También. Suélteme. había otro justo al lado. ¿Cuántas balas me quedan? Dale, qué palo. Oh Dios. Ah, no, ese es el multi-rocket launcher. Bienvenido al que sea que esté ahora. Te mando un par de cadas ahora por el suspenso. Subí por...
Valid activation key confirmed. Interfacing with...
Interesan las misiones alternas. Las alternativas son las que tenés que conseguir un mejor historia. Chilla tanto. Quadruple rocket launcher.
We've done it, Sam. The chiral network now spans the entire continent. Our nation is whole again.
Okay.
Reborn as the United Cities of America. If terrorists or whoever else strike us now, even if they succeed in destroying the knot, the network will endure. Everything passes through the beach now, and the beach will keep us together. But we can't rest yet. You still have one more job to do, Sam. A new nation needs a new leader. And only one woman has what it takes to succeed Bridget Strand. A woman destined from birth to inherit this legacy. Emily. She's out there, and she needs your help. Bring her home, Sam. And keep an eye out for Higgs. He could be zeroing in on her as we speak. Now that Edge Knot City's linked up, she should be getting ready to head to your private room. So check yourself in.
Porque ese Sam no son normal.
You came for me. I knew you would. Sam, it's me.
Emily.
Chiral density increasing rapidly. Contact imminent. Combat preparations strongly advised. Have a pleasant journey.
Everything I needed, Sam. A complete chiral network. Spread all across America. Connecting all them precious little knots. I got the whole world in the palm of my hands. We've had 5 mass extinctions, each caused by an extinction entity. And now it's time for number 6.
Now, I'm not talking about the death of a few dozen species, no. This
is the granddaddy of them all. BT antimatter voiding out all life as we know it. And it wouldn't be possible without a Boy Scout like you, willing to make us whole.
What do you say? Come on!
Time to meet your vendor.
Homily?
Sam. The great work is nearly complete. Every knot is joined. Soon, I will merge them and all mankind's beaches into a single shore. And then will come an extinction like no other. More massive than any before it. The last. This is my purpose.
What the hell they do to you?
The last stranding. My reason for being. The first was nothing more than a prelude.
Surely you figured it out. Dude, people like us, she's the source of it all. Nightmares will haunt us, visions of an inescapable future. Sound familiar? Happy fucking doomsday, Sam! Fuck you!
Sam. Don't you get it?
You can speed this up or slow it down. You cannot stop what you've started. Even if you beat me, you can't save her. So all this is a done deal. They come and get me.
Pasar las armas pesadas. Ya te loca Higgs. Sí, Sam. Sí, dame eso. ¿Todo bien? Podría haber sido peor. Podría haber sido mucho peor.
Amelie! Amelie!
She's fine. Extinction's on hold for now.
Let her go!
Esa Bibi Balú en realidad. Tú me estás defendiendo. Mira la cara que pone.
All that for repatriation. Oh wait.
No.
Well, we'll pick this up when you're done dying. I'll see you on the beach for the grand finale.
Lu. ¿Cuánta gente se murió? Ya. Almas de otros jugadores que están aquí por acá arriba. Nunca me puse a experimentar mucho con esto. O sea, el paseo.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake. If you don't stop the Higgs, you'll use family to bring about this doomsday of his, and everything we achieved will be for nothing.
Un par de cosas. Quiero seguir. Así ahora volvemos. Cambiamos las cosas, nos recuperamos. Miramos trajines.
Decontaminating the suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Thank you for your contribution. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I'll flash it back to the beach and finish it. Hope that.
Your work is great.
Vamos a venir a la sala.
Higgs wants to connect the knots of your network with Emily's beach. So it's pretty clear where they went.
So how do we get there?
I can't. But you and Emily have a strong connection. You've been to her beach plenty of times, right? You can make the jump. You gonna come through for me?
I'll try to take him alive.
Promise me. I'm the one who finishes him off. Good. Then I'll help you get where you need to go. I can't send us both at once. But I'll be right behind you.
I thought you said you couldn't go to her.
I can't. But I can go to you. By the ties that bind us together. The dreamcatcher will lead you to her.
And then?
The Misanga will lead me to you.
Okay.
You're going in like that?
Yeah, I don't need a weapon. I'm not gonna take Lou either. Fragile.
What?
Do you have anything to eat?
Oh. Got you hooked, huh? Sam, be careful.
Worst comes to worst. Take care of Liv, all right?
For this tour, I'll have to touch you. Close your eyes. Now picture Annie in her beach. You love her, right? You love her. There it is.